This Vitek fuel injection. Alright guys, we here, made it to the car. So now I'm gonna go over my list that I came up with. It's not a set in stone list, but it's like a beginning to getting the car finished and on the road. So for the inside, I don't know how my light gonna be up in here, but oh, it ain't too bad. For the inside, man, you know what? I'm just gonna pull it out, so. Alright, so the very first thing I'm doing in this car is mechanical. It don't want to start. It's this Vitek fuel injection carburetor system, and it was just a big fireball right here under the hood, so that's coming off. I'm gonna try with a 750 double pumper first before I try fuel injection. I know when I carb my cars, regular style carb, it worked just fine, so that's coming off because I'm not a tuner and nobody likes to tune this system right here. So yeah, that's got to go. Distributor system is an MSD. I'm about to still try to pull it out, but it's an MSD. I like to use just regular HEI distributors. I'm not running no nitrous or no kind of boost, so people used to use this to advance timing and stuff like that. But me, I'm just a regular person. When I do small block, I just use a HEI distributor, and then you can use like a limiter, something like that. But as far as all that, I never use it. I'm not a racer, and I'm not trying to do anything special. And these modules and stuff always go out if they get wet, hot, all kind of stuff like that. So it's usually like a waste of money to me. But try one more time to start it. We definitely gonna do something with that carburetor system. Definitely can't have that. Cannot have that. But it needs some new wires for sure, and it needs some new spark plugs for sure. But this is a big block. I believe a 454, but I'm not too sure. I was told that a lot of it was rebuilt. But when you buying an old school, man, you don't really know what's been done. You don't ask for a pack of receipts with part number, stuff like that. You just look at it, run, drive, blah 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 blah. All right, it's good, right? That's how it usually go. So let's run through it. For the inside, definitely gonna do a rewire for the inside and outside, just so I know where everything go and what was done to it, and there won't be no question on what goes where and all that. And I know there's like a lot of pieces missing, but the piece for the steering wheel, it's here. I actually have another one of these. I'm gonna try and see if it fit. That way it won't say billet specialties, because like I said in the previous video, nothing on the car is billet specialty. Chrome AC vents, gonna get that. I just looked it up. It's a $90 ship. $90 ship for the chrome AC vents. You're going HDX for sure. HDX. It's a VHX in here, which I'm not selling. That's actually gonna go in that 72. You're gonna put some kick panels in here. Unsure if we're doing like 8s or 6.5, but I'd rather do some 8s. But I'm gonna come up with a new design, so it's gonna be something like simple, but not like over the top, like that black Donk was. I was trying to make everything over the top, but I now see, cause that was my second pair I built. That was my first pair I built, but my second pair is the same way. And this is gonna be my third pair. So I got a new way I'm gonna try something. But like every time you do a different way, you try something. I mean, every time you try something, you do it a different way. If you want to try to change up, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, instead of putting out the same exact thing every time you put something out. So that's me. Let's see what else on this list. That's all for my inside. For audio, you're doing a battery in the trunk. There's no battery for the system. I'm thinking North Star for sure, but I was just thinking excess power. But for the amp hour, shelf life, and all that type of stuff, man, it was like a no-brainer to do North Star. The battery life is longer, the amp hours is higher, the shelf life is higher. Basic shelf life is when the battery's sitting, how long can it sit for? They'll say 2 years. I'm like, dang, it can sit for 2 years. But yeah, that's all I was thinking on that. Like North Star seemed like it, but we'll figure it out. All right, cover for the trunk. Basically, I want to cover up the whole box, the sides where the amps and everything can be at, and make it look like a closed trunk. Not sure if I'm going the fiberglass route or the wood route. It's basically the same thing in the end result, but the way you go about it is what I'm saying. I don't know which way I'm gonna go about it. Radio, I got a Pioneer. I like Pioneer. Some people like Alpine. I know Cash at DBO Customs, they always use Alpine for everything, for the radios, and then M-Mats for the speakers. I like Pioneer. I've always liked Pioneer, so I probably just put a Pioneer in here and go. And then might do an EQ. I mean, not an EQ, but I might do an EQ too. But I might do a crossover. I do them here and there, but it ain't always needed. So for the amps, y'all seen the 4-channel blew up on me. So 2 4-channels or 2 2-channels, because you can run the speakers on a 2-channel amp. A lot of people don't do it, but it's actually more efficient if you buy a lower wattage 2-channel amp. You can put all your highs on there and set the amp to a high pass filter and run your audio off that. So might get 2 2-channels or 2 4-channels. We'll see. Nothing set in stone, but we'll figure it out. So RCAs, and then we're gonna get 4 more 6.5. So we got 2 in the door, and I don't know if it's 6.5. So tweeters back here in these pods, something over there, and then we got something in the back deck. I'm not sure what it is. Not too worried about it. I know it's gonna play, so that's cool with me. We got the console. I already showed y'all like the route I'm going, how it's gonna look and all that. Can't disclose not too many details. What's the price range? I already know how much something like that costs. Let me tell you right now, a console over the seat or a console that stops in the middle of the car, front to back, it's gonna be like $1,500. So I'll let y'all know that now. For somebody say how much, I always asking how much. There y'all go. So for the rewire, we probably run like, it's 1 wire in, but anything over 2,000 watts, man, I like to try to do 2 runs. That's what I did on my van, man. It got 2 runs of 0 gauge welding wire, and then, well, it got 3 runs total. So 1 for the highs and then 2 for the bass. So I probably do the same thing in this. This is a 3,000 watt bass amp, so probably run 2 0 gauge wires front to back for that. All right, mechanical. I can go under the hood for this. We are already having problems with this Vitech stuff, so that's coming off. I'm getting some new wires. I can put that in. I forgot to put that in there. New wires and plugs. We switched the carb out, taking that off. Boom. Now with that, we have to go with, this is a fuel injection system. We have to swap it over to a mechanical fuel pump and fuel pump regulator. So this get like a 60 psi or something like that. And we taking that off. And we going with a regular pump and everything. So it's got return system and everything on it, as y'all can see. So one is the feed, runs return, and then that's the fuel for the car. So the return we'll just take off. The feed we'll run like that to a regulator, and then run it to the car. A double pumper, some kind of double pumper, Holly or shoot, I don't know, but it's got to be a double pumper. Get all that we can out of it. We need coilover adjusters. So in the back, it's sitting too low when the box got dropped in there, and it's scraping up in here. So it clears everything right there, but it need to come up a couple inches. That way, when I hit bumps and stuff, I won't tear my tires up. So it got AC hoses and a pump. Unsure if it worked. Unsure if the whole system blow or not. But we're gonna diagnose the AC if it don't work. And then lastly, we have diagnosed the power steering. So we got a power steering pump, lines and everything, and it's all on there, but that thing is hard to turn. So I'm thinking, I don't hear no whining in the power steering system, so I'm thinking that the gearbox for it needs to be replaced, and that's probably gonna be a problem. It's probably not though, but I'll see. You got all AN hoses and fittings, stainless hose, AN fittings. Yeah, I can't even get this thing off, and I ain't trying to bust my knuckle right now. So that's something I'll diagnose later. And then lastly, like I said, plugs and wires. So got a vacuum canister. nothing hooked up to it. We'll see what we can do with that, or if we need it. We're gonna check our oils and trans fluid, and then that should be it for the mechanical side of everything, and wire everything to the gauges so we can see what numbers we pulling. Now I got paint. What I'm gonna paint? The skirt and the TIARRA emblem. Paint both of those. So we're going this color on the grill, and then same color as the car on the skirts. So I'm just gonna take that one skirt to O'Reilly's and try to get me a paint match code, and then that's what we'll do from there. Trim and body. Trim and body. So we got all the trim, I showed y'all in that video, we got all the trim to go around there from the back, sides, and then the back window. But this front window trim is missing. I'm glad I didn't sell it off that one I'm parting out, because I knew that this car needed some trim. Wasn't sure how much. So I got the trunk trim, Avon 34. I know you mad, but I knew when I seen these pictures I need trunk trim. So I had to take my trunk trim back. I'm sorry. So I took trunk trim. We're gonna put the 3-piece trunk trim. I'm gonna show y'all where it's going in a second. I took that. That's going on here. And then we got the front window trim. So we got a couple pieces on there, but they all not on there. We got this piece of the window. So this piece, then piece that go all the way across. I got both of those at home. It's some clips that screw in here or something, and it's a wing, and that's how you slide this piece on. But I have no clue on it, so if y'all got the info on that, let me know. That wing piece that go here is in the back seat, and then I showed y'all we got all of that, so that's no problem. Next, man, we got to put some HIDs in here. Got to. It's only right. We ride with the big circle lights in the yellow. Can't be flying down the street in some yellow lights in the old school. We gotta go bright white or light blue HIDs. I hate the yellow in old school. They already gonna hear the motor running, see the car clean. It's gonna have some yellow lights. That's a no. All right, the 3-piece trunk trim goes from here to here. Yeah, hello?
Where you at?
I'm at storage. I'm about to come back in a minute.
Checking on your car?
Yeah, I'm making a video.
I thought you was gonna be at the shop.
Nope, I'm coming back in a minute. Family checking on the kid, man. You know, I'm gonna have the man right now. But anyway, let me show y'all this trunk trim. So y'all who don't know, it's a chrome trim that go from here to here. One to go from all the way around to then here to here. So we're gonna get that. Now that I'm looking at these lights, we're gonna get us some new lights, put them in the rear brake lights. Boom, I reset with that. We're gonna get some mirrors, cause we ain't got no mirrors. And they covered the hose up for the mirror on this side. Like, who does that, man? Now I'm gonna have to go in the door, look for the hose, try to drill in the perfect spot. Hope I don't mess up. So yeah, that's something we'll figure out. No hose on this side. The hose are on the driver's side. Boom, y'all can see the hose. Alright, the last and final piece to finish the car. It's gonna top off the car. The car is absolutely done. The most expensive part out of all the parts I just named is the belt line trim. So I don't know if I'm going original or aftermarket, but that trim itself, that trim to go right down the door, is close to, very close to $1,000 to have it done, painted to match if you paint it, or all original. I say like all original is gonna be around 1,000, but if you go aftermarket with dump parts, kit, it'd probably be like $600-700. But it's gonna be the last and final piece I buy, and then after that I consider myself able to roll. So I'm guessing anywhere from $4,000, $3,500 to $4,000 to get the car back together. So it's not a bad number. I ain't in a rush to do it either because I'm trying to get my shop up. So we'll get it little by little, and then every time I do something, oh, I forgot to put the tire resealed on there. I don't know how I could have forgot that. So gonna get that done. Probably get that done next week while I'm at work. Probably come over here with my stuff, jack it up, take the wheel off, and then go get it done and come back after work and put the wheel back on. That's something I might do. Let me add that to my list. And then I forgot, we might do some new barrels. Gonna seal wheel and new barrels. But that's it for now, man. Put the car back. Then I'm gonna talk to y'all in the car. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We got holes on this side and then no holes on the other side. Put exhaust smoke. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the exhaust leak in there. I'm gonna troubleshoot the exhaust leak. It look just like collector bolts, but dang, this smell killing me, boy. Exhaust leak in the mechanical section. Since I got a little bit of time, I'm gonna go ahead and check out this battery spot real quick. If they prices match what they just told me, then we'll be grabbing the battery for this right now. But yeah, I'm gonna start looking for. I always go mechanical first, man. That's just me. Cause if it ain't running, there ain't no sense of making it pretty and doing all this other crazy stuff. Cause you can't even move. So first, I'm gonna start looking at us 750 double pumpers. But now I see that the MSD system with the ignition system is MXD and not FITEC. We'll go ahead and start removing the FITEC stuff once we get our carb. But I gotta get the carb and mechanical pump at the same time. Mechanical pump, you go mechanical or you can go electric. I'll probably go electric, man. I ain't gonna even lie, cause I don't wanna get down in there and put a mechanical pump on there right now. And then I got all these AN fittings and stainless hoses. So I'd rather go back with that same concept because it's already there. And then that stuff ain't cheap. So I don't want to take that off, just put rubber hose on there.
Left onto Forest Parkway.
Yeah, so that's the end of that video, man. And I forgot to add, we gonna do something to the rear end. I don't know if it's a 7.5, 8.5, or if it's a 10 bolt, 12 bolt, or what gears, or it's a posi, or nothing. I don't know nothing. And I know the stud's regular, so we're gonna do some upgraded studs, and we're gonna do posi. Not sure if we changing the gears, or if we putting a mini spool, or what. I'm not sure. So whatever I do, I'll just post it. But if I have to change the gears, I might just go ahead and change the whole rear end so I can do a disc brake conversion.
In 2.1 miles, turn right onto Jones.
And that'll be that. And if y'all watch this video to the end, I want y'all to comment belt line trim. Because once we get to that point, we'll be on the street. We'll be on the street big time when we get that belt line trim. But SES, man, one of this battery replaced real quick. See if I can source a nice North Star, because they do have North Stars. I'm on a 170, between a 120 and a 170 battery, amp hour battery. And that'd be that, man. We only running like a 3,500, 4,000 watt system, 3,000 base, and then 500 to 1,000 each on the 4-channel. So the 4-channels really don't take that much power. You can run that off a factory system, no problem. But it's the base that we need the battery for. But SES, man, I'm out. We're gonna go check this battery out right now.